So let's take a look at the risk assessment template by starting here on the first page. That's the indicators and threshold sheet. Now this is just a reference section. You don't have to fill it in, and it only includes information already contained by the procedure, like the risk indicators and their associated risk thresholds. These are just here for your easy reference. So the indicators are what the whole risk assessment is structured around. There are several categories of indicators covering risk across multiple areas. You can sort through these different indicator categories by using the slicer at the top of the sheet here. You can sort through these different options by simply selecting. So for example, we can look at all of the indicators that are covered under health and safety, or all of the indicators under taxes and fees, trade and transport, and so forth. If you want to select multiple options at the same time, select this option on the left for multi-select, and then you can select multiple options at the same time, or you can clear the filters by hitting the icon on the right. So for example, below, this is our list of all indicators and their associated risk thresholds. So here we have the indicator category, in this case land use and management, indicator number 1, and each of the associated risk thresholds. So risk thresholds are just a way of qualifying the risk. In addition to saying whether risk is negligible or non-negligible, risk thresholds provide a way for understanding the nature of risk. The Recommended Sources tab provides a non-exhaustive list of suggested resources developed by FSC for filling out a risk assessment. These information sources are sorted first by FSC region and by resource topic, providing recommended sources for assessing risk according to different themes. The Recommended Sources tab is able to be navigated by selecting first an FSC region, so let's say Latin America. And then I can select in the Resource Topic menu all of the issues that I would like to find information resources on for the purposes of assessing risk. So for example, I could select elimination of child labor, Indigenous peoples and traditional peoples' rights, labor rights and wages. Similar to how you saw on a previous sheet, you can also select multiple options at a time by selecting this icon with the check marks. This allows you to select multiple categories, and you can also clear this filter by hitting the icon on the right. So you'll see that if we select Latin America and maybe a few topics of interest to us, deforestation, gender equality, and genetically modified organisms, now I have a list of resources that can help me figure out more information as it pertains to filling out my risk assessment. Of course, these are just a starting point, so you may be able to supplement this with information you find conducting your own research.